Hello friends, Jess here. Welcome to your Equinox healings. This is for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing so well. If you're back, welcome back. I'm so glad that you found previous healings supportive. And if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. The way my healings work is I normally pull some cards. It sets the tone for the healing. And then I give about a 10-minute or so Reiki healing and intuitive messages come up in the process. And if you're brand new to Reiki, there's a detailed description of it down in the description box below. But know that it is a harmonious energy healing modality that will never deplete. It will never cause harm, has nothing to do with my energy at all. I am just a conduit and a channel, but it does have to do with your willingness to be open and receiving and willing to whatever might come your way. A lot of this healing happens in our subconscious, that 90 to 95% of us that we're completely unaware of. So there's trust and faith to be had in that, but that doesn't mean that you won't experience conscious sensations, temperature changes, tingles, epiphanies, emotional releases, what have you. What's meant for you is meant for you. Okay. The messages that come up, they might be for you, they might not be. The cards that come up might be for you, they might not be. That's okay. Check out your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or whatever energy is pulling you in the most. There is something for you. Also, with these broader time ranges for the equinox and the solstice healings, it's a large time frame. So if you feel the call to come back, your guides are always reminding me to say, let them know, come back if you feel the call. Because with these pre-recorded healings and with it being so powerful that it can be done from a distance, you might come back a month or even 2 or 3 later and pick up on something that you didn't receive the first time. Another level to the healing is ready to be unlocked for you. What have you, okay? Guys, if you haven't noticed, if you're, a regular follower, I have a new setup going on. I'm very blessed that I have new visual and audio, trinkets that are going to support this channel, and I'm very, very grateful for that. So let me know how things are looking, sounding, all of that for you, okay? We're having fun with it. This is my first experiment, so we'll see. We'll see how it all goes, but it feels pretty fun so far. So again, for those of you who are new, I do equinox and solstice healings by the elements. So that's just 4 times a year. I do a weekly healing for the collective every Monday morning. Although this week, for the first week of the equinox, it's just about the equinox healing. So you can enjoy those. And then I also do healings for every new and full lunation as well. Now, I just recently, if this is towards the beginning of the equinox and the fall season for you, I just recently put out a new moon and solar eclipse healing, and that's in 29 degrees of Virgo. So check that out if you haven't yet. There were some pretty strong, powerful, motivating messages for you. And that's what the energy is kind of like right now. We might simultaneously be feeling really tired, but also feeling motivated at the same time. You're not crazy. That's pretty normal right now. But what we're focusing on in this healing is specifically Gemini, Libra, and Aquarian energy. So welcome air signs, or just people who resonate with air energy. I hope you guys are doing so well. Before I get into the actual cards and healing, and just while I shuffle and things like that, I want to mention to you guys, first of all, how so incredibly grateful I am for all of you. For those of you who've been following since the beginning, seeing how this channel has grown, just from a matter of the heart of me wanting to come in and do these for you guys. It's been so beautiful connecting with you. So I appreciate you so much. I want to let you know that I do have some equinox deals. Go ahead and check those out down in the description box down below. I will have discounts on one-on-one intuitive Reiki healing sessions, deep dive one-on-one clarity coaching with me. My coaching is all rooted in self-love, spiritual growth, or, just meeting you in balance wherever you are, coming from all of my different skill sets as a coach, body worker, a somatic healer, a fitness professional, a meditation practitioner, and an energy worker, all of those things. And then also one of the deals is that you can claim a free month of my Equilibrium community, which is my self-love / spiritual school, where we meet live once a month and we also talk 24/7 in our community chat. And it is powerful, you guys. We are doing some pretty amazing work in holding each other and just coming into some really amazing self-awareness and growth. And we learn about what self-love really means. And it's all about grounding our spiritual essence into our human being and really feeling the balance that we can hold both of those at the same time. So as I'm saying all this, no cards are coming out yet, air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am pulling from my Gaia Oracle deck, my Shadowscapes Tarot, and my Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. Those were the ones that I was called to pull from for the Equinox healings. There's one that came out. Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. Cool. I'll show you. I don't mean to tease. I like to do all the cards and then we kind of pull it together. But yeah, do check out some of those Equinox deals because they will not last long down below. And if you ever have any questions about the work that I do, because I do a lot of work, I do a lot of different kinds of things, peruse my website down below and never hesitate at all to shoot me a question through the contact page or through my email address, any of that. I love communicating with you guys, hearing how you're doing. And again, to those who've been with me a while, thank you so much for being a part of this community. For those of you who are new, I hope you'll like the video, subscribe, and join this amazing group of beautiful souls. I hope you all will drop a comment, let us know how this resonates, how is the equinox feeling to you, and share with someone who you think that this might support as well. That's what it's all about, is really finding that collective unity energy. And speaking of energies, we are in a time where we are having a pretty mass collective awakening, and that looks very different for everyone right now. Very different. So a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of epiphanies, a lot of huge perspective shifts coming in the form of, for lack of a better term, tower moment. But I'm always, don't be afraid of tower. Don't be afraid of tower card, guys. Gosh, where did all these cards go? Nice. The tower moment, the tower card to me is all about perspective shift. And it can feel abrupt. And that's just kind of why it feels a little jarring at times. But yeah, so big breakthroughs, big epiphanies, perspective shifts, yeah, it's great. It's really great. But you might, like I said before, be feeling pretty exhausted and simultaneously going, wow, I want to take this knowledge and wisdom that's been coming in and use it. Let's utilize it, So just continue to work in your balance of your masculine and your feminine. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and find my videos on the foundations of masculine and feminine balance. It has nothing to do with gender. It's just about knowing when we're going to go into the state of receiving and nurturing, and when we're going to go into the state of inspired and aligned action. And our culture kind of tells us that we should be in action all the time, and it's just not how we're supposed to be. So, final cards for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, please, for this equinox. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Okay, I'm going to show the cards. We're going to read a little bit, and then we're going to get into Reiki. How are you guys doing? You still with me? Don't forget I got timestamps, right? So I like to take my time. I think it's important. So let's start with the Gaia Oracle. The card that you got is very fascinating, and I'm interested to see what comes up for you. For those of you who are new, this is my newest deck and I'm still getting to know it. I really love it. You got the Temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. Let's read. You are being seduced with dazzling promises that will mostly not eventuate. In effect, you are being deceived, enticed into accepting something that will cause you much difficulty and eventually lead only to disappointment. Don't be seduced by the glitz and glamour or by the holy and benevolent facade. Oh, I'm feeling so much in my body, you guys. Things are not what they seem. Incredible promises are simply that, incredible. Observe the image on this card. The temptress entices with her sensuous beauty and exotic surrounding, yet just behind her is the all-seeing eye of truth. It is staring you in the face all along. Take a few steps back, look at things from an objective and balanced perspective, and the real picture and hidden agenda will emerge. The affirmations with this card are, I listen to and trust my intuition. I look at every situation from a grounded and balanced point of view. Every positive has a negative and vice versa. I look beyond the superficial and find the truth. I look for substance, and I am not swayed by wild promises. Interesting. Now, I just realized that was the bottom of the deck, and I don't normally go so deep into the bottom of the deck, but for some reason that's supposed to come up. You have another Enchanted Forest. That was really interesting, guys. I have a lot to say about that, but hold on a second. Enchanted Forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. 1 minute, life seems rather mundane and boring. Then all of a sudden, someone or something sweeps into your world like a breath of fresh air. All of a sudden, you feel as though you are on a magical mystery tour with a renewed sense of passion and excitement for life. And it doesn't matter that you have no real idea where this is all leading you. In fact, not knowing only creates more excitement. Life is now full of romance and seemingly endless creative possibilities. Embrace all that comes your way. Enjoy the journey and don't be in a hurry to settle things down or draw conclusions. Allow things to unfold in their own way in time. What unravels will bring you lasting joy and a deep sense of fulfillment. The affirmations are, I am open to new ideas and adventures. Life is full of endless creative possibility. I embrace each opportunity that comes my way. I love the magic and mystery of life. I trust my heart. I believe in love. Okay, so that is your main card. The Temptress is kind of an underlying, almost coming from the subconscious energy. Now, what's really interesting is your animal is the starfish. And this is kind of temptress energy. It's about not allowing yourself to see that something's so, magnetizing and alluring and gorgeous, kind of watch for only seeing things superficially and being pulled in. If you feel yourself really being pulled into something kind of quickly, just take a step back. It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but to take a step back and really discern and ask yourself, what's going on. Bottom of the deck is the Tarantula, which to me is the crossroads card. It's really being at a place where it's like, I could either go here or there. So there might be some really interesting opportunity that's coming up. And then you also got the Fox, which is strong partnerships, soulmate energy, but partnerships of all kinds. It's about just being a good partner, a good friend. You know, it's beautiful energy. It's really beautiful. And then your tarot cards, you got the Queen of Pentacles. Earth signs also got this, so there might be something on that video for you. You got the Four of Cups. There's something coming your way that's really good, but you're not even looking at it right now. You got the Chariot, which feels very fast, and honestly, they're immediately having me do this. If things are moving fast and almost seem too good to be true, just take a pause, take a beat, and just assess. But you also have the Four of Wands, guys. This is magical, and if you can really be in your own authenticity and sovereignty and self-love, then nothing will go wrong. You will know what the right decision is. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles, balancing act in many ways. Now, let's get into Reiki. Have a seat, lie down, do what feels good to you. We're not working. You're just receiving. Come into your body more than anything. Let's take a breath, and we're going to thank the Reiki for all the healing that's about to take place for my air signs for this equinox. Yeah, guys, there's something very seductive is the great word. There's something very alluring coming into your life, and it might have come in very suddenly, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. This is what I've been waiting for. And you're just being told to take a beat. The thing is, guys, is that you have excitement, passion, magic, dreams coming true. So it's not all, gloom and doom, or that you're not going to have good coming into your life. It's just, really coming into critical thinking and looking at things clearly for what they are and discerning and really tapping into your body. If it's a hard yes in your body in all aspects and you've given it the time, because also time isn't running out, guys. Take your time. You'll be okay. If it feels like a good yes in your body, that's one thing. But if there's some resistance, there might be something there to clear, okay? Yeah, a big encouragement and bit of advice is for you to come into the Queen of Pentacles and the Fox energy, which are much more grounded, patient energies that are going to really support you in, making that decision on what direction you want to go. Yeah, pretty clear. I want to tap in with your chakras already. Let's do this. Okay, first glitch. The camera just cut off. Normally that means a lot of energy. So I was tapping into your chakras. So I'm going to kind of just start from the top again and just see what we're feeling for the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Yeah, solar plexus is coming on strong right away. That's really interesting. Nothing else wants to come about. So we'll see if things move through, but I'm just going to bring intention into that solar plexus. So right around your diaphragm, this is your power center. A lot of this has to do with, it feels honestly like energy being pulled, but this is going to feel really specific, and maybe everyone will resonate with it to some extent. I'm not quite sure, but I do feel the energy actually being pulled or drained from a specific external factor, whether that's a person or a situation. This could be the whole temptress energy, or, really being pulled in by something very alluring. It feels as if you don't have all of your energy you've been giving it, or we do this every day unknowingly, but you might be just unintentionally giving yourself way too much. And so what I'd like to focus on for you, air signs, is an actual callback of the energy, while I'm bringing some intention into kind of, it's not like a really dramatic, like cutting of ties or cutting of cords, but a bit of a firm, like, this is mine. No one else can take it. So you can feel free to bring in that intention with, your own feeling in your mind's eye, as I'm just coming into that solar plexus to, really pulling out what isn't yours. It feels simultaneously like your energy is being kind of pulled out of you by someone, and also someone is like or something is like embedding themselves into you. Like, if it's a person or a situation, it could very much be like they want something from you. And just remember that you have free will, whatever that is. I say all this with a huge grain of salt, guys. I don't believe that I don't want to bring in fear. I don't want to bring in some, very kind of like harsh black and white, like, I don't want people to go into all sorts of thoughts of, like I'm cursed or I'm hexed or I'm, all of these different things. People can just have ill intentions. People can have ill intentions when they themselves actually think they're doing good, So it could be some things coming from the subconscious of that person or that situation, but just, again, using your discernment. So I'm staying into the focus of that solar plexus, and just feel free to bring some breath into it. For some of you, this is quite the draining energy, though. And for some of you, you could say it's labeled as toxic, So you will know if that's your story, you're really being, and what this is that it feels very specifically tied to something new, like something new coming in your life. This is recent. It's something that feels very shiny and glittery and, like I say, alluring, attractive, So, again, just use your discernment, air signs, okay? I think I've made myself clear enough. And if this really resonates with you, drop it down in the comments, because that's a part of the energy work, right? To be able to then name it to the community, if you're obviously feeling comfortable and aligned to do so. And just sometimes putting it out there like that can move things so much. But it's quite interesting. It is all in your solar plexus. None of the other chakras are asking for love right now or any sort of work. It is all about clearing that solar. And it's coming out because it's starting to feel pretty nauseous on my end. It actually feels like kind of like a grip, like someone's got their grip on you or something. Remember, this could just be energy, right? It could be the energy of your own subconscious. It could be so many things. So while you might have something literal in your life, try not to get too bogged down with the details and just come into the trust of us clearing that area. And that will then provide harmony and will manifest in the material in the way that it's supposed to. That's most aligned for you, okay? It's all love. It's all love coming in. Yeah. So interesting. Yeah, I want to really set the intention, guys, of you just reclaiming your power, coming back into your body and knowing what's yours is yours, right? There's definitely like an energetic suck happening. And sometimes that's because we made it happen. And it's not to say we did anything wrong. Maybe we've been tired, maybe we've been burnt out. And it's not until after the fact or in hindsight that we're like, oh my gosh, I need to recuperate. I've been giving myself too much to this situation, place, person, thing. So I think you already know. I think you know what that is. But let's talk about what's around the corner for you, which is Four of Wands. And it's this excitement and magic energy. I mean, this is amazing, you guys. This is absolutely gorgeous. So really just claiming that right now, feeling what it feels like to receive it can be a really great meditation. Not necessarily, I want this thing and I'm just going to wait for it to come. It's actually feeling the sensation of already being it, of feeling it coming into your being, right? And just getting that into your cells. But I do think that some rest, rejuvenation, some grounding could really be of benefit to you, because there's something going on with this Four of Cups, which is normally like something good over here and you're like, or I'm unsure. You know, what's interesting is that this is normally like, look at the good that's all around you. And that could be the story for you, but it also could be the advice of let's discern, you know, as well. There's definitely balance at play here, you know. It could be more complex. It could be something that's not just a clear yes or no. It could be the concept of let's taper back a little bit so I can focus on my energy. I've been giving too much to this one situation, and maybe right now I need to just take a breather on that. And maybe that means just a couple days, you know? So that's why I say, keep in mind, these messages could be huge for you. They could be about small, consistent things, right? Remember, it's a broader time frame. So consistency and small things definitely seem to be the ticket for those. Yeah. Okay, beautiful, guys. This feels really good. Ooh, something's moving. How does that feel in your solar plexus? Something just left. Like it actually feels like it left my body. Quite interesting. You might feel the need to just kind of open your front body more, doing things like, you know, opening and stretching the heart, or expanding the front of the hips, just, you know, poses like upward facing dog or cobra or sphinx in yoga, or just generally speaking, like laying back on a fitness ball. Things like that could all be really beneficial on a physical level for you. All right, so let's take a final breath in together, and you guessed it, we're going to focus on that solar plexus because that's all that wanted to come up and talk. You're most likely in this fall season going to be really focusing on the balancing of your energy levels, the balancing of your power and what you give to and what you receive from, because it's really going to help with this crossroads. And again, this underlying energy of advice, of discernment here. So what I was just showing you, those three cards are all your bottom of the decks. That's all our underlying, under the surface kind of, you know, mysterious, almost subconscious type stuff that we want to pay attention to. Everything else is more conscious, more on the surface. All right. So we're going to focus on a golden yellow light as we take a final breath in together. And as we hold that breath at the top with a nice relaxed body, we're going to feel that gold coming down into our body and filling up our system. Okay. Let's try not to work too hard. So let's exhale, relax, get all the air out. Slow inhale in through the nose. Hold it at the top and feel that gold coming down through your crown. Feel it fill up your system. Feel it fill up your being. Feel it nourish you. Feel it help to balance out your energies so that you can have that discernment of knowing when to rest and when to take action. Really knowing when to discern, when to tap into your body. Only you will know what's best for your energy. Oh yeah. Let's exhale, pushing out what doesn't serve you. That's beautiful. Like all throughout that, I felt that in my solar plexus, kind of like pinging a little bit here and there. So I hope this is feeling good for you. And this really does feel like it's going to be kind of a consistent practice, guys. So again, if you feel the call to come back to this and experience it a few times just to give yourself a bit of a solar plexus chakra healing, go for it, okay? We're going to take a moment now, and after all of that clearing, after reclaiming your power, we're going to lock your energy up nice and tight back into your solar plexus. We're going to say what's mine is mine, and what does not serve me, kindly stay out. Remember, we're never putting on armor or guarding, but we're also not fully opening ourselves up to absolutely everything. You have the choice of what you bring in and what you decide, nope, please stay out of my system, out of my, realms. That doesn't serve me, okay? And it's all out of love. So guys, this is beautiful. I hope you found this healing supportive. Please do like the video, subscribe, and share with someone who you think it would support. Drop a comment down below. And don't forget about the Equinox deals. All of those are going to be down in the description down below, including that free month of my Equilibrium community. That's just one of the perks. Also, my next virtual Reiki level 1 and 2 training is coming up on the first weekend of January, you guys. This is like one of my favorite things to do. If you feel the call, it's not always about going into business with it. It's about enriching your life and your own healing first. If you feel the call and you're interested, all you have to do is put your email on the wait list. You're not committing to anything. You're just saying, I'm interested, and I'm going to keep you in the loop, okay? I like to pull these groups together in a really organic and intuitive way. So go ahead and do that if you're feeling the call. And keep in mind, if you're like, I want to go all the way, I want to do a mastery, I want to see where this takes my own healing and then where it might bring me from there, I am planning on doing my next Reiki Mastery retreat around this time next year. So in person as a retreat, it's going to be powerful. So if that sounds like something you want to manifest for yourself, then let's think about January to get you started for that level 1 and 2. Okay? If you have any questions about that at all, you can always shoot me an email or a message through my contact page on my website. All of the work that I do is down below if you'd like to peruse my website. Thank you so much to the newbies who are here. It is so lovely having you. And to my returning viewers, I hope that you found this supportive. Guys, I hope you have the most amazing fall season. It is just such a beautiful season. It's one of my favorites. And Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, my air signs, I love you so much, and I will see you next time.